Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing on this lovely, lovely day? Is it Thursday already? Holy crap, it is, right? Ye gods. Yes! Happy Canada Day, everybody. To my Canadian friends in the north. It's so good to be here. For some cozy Monster Train to start us out today. How's it going, Ivy Blade? Chicken Man Feel, V Jeff, L Vest, Gordian Games. Hey there, Anasbana. Zizzy. Time Vagabond. Cactuyars. Hello. Hello, everyone. Lodestar81, thank you so much for the 22 months. All aboard the Hell Train. All aboard the Sub Train. So I feel like we've played a good amount of Covenant 25 random now. But there are some many entries left in the logbook here to fill out. Where's that completion screen? This one, yeah. Here we go. We've got many of our clan combos don't have divine victories yet, and none of our expert challenges have divinity clears, as well as we haven't even done all the expert challenges in the first place. So what I'd like to start working on today is getting those expert challenges done. These are challenges you unlock when you beat Covenant 25, and they are special combinations of mutators and modifiers that add an additional challenge or additional fun layer to the base gameplay of Monster Train. Time Vagabond, thanks so much for gifting a sub to Chicken Man Phil. Welcome back to the Cozy Club, Chicken Man. And Ars, thank you so much for 2 months. So I think the most fitting thing to do with these expert challenges is to start with the one that's super duper random with random clans and just kind of see what happens here. Violent Jelly. What sound does a train make when it explodes? Caboose! So what's our starting deck here? Looks like we rolled Awoken plus Umbra. Double Exile. I don't know that I've had this clan combo before. Let's actually look at the logbook here. Yes, actually we totally have. That's alright then. Looks like a fun set of cards overall. We've got the Plonkus to hit small enemies. Glimmer for some AoE and healing, and Ensnare to catch stuff. We've got Capacity Extension, quite a lot of it, with 2 Space Prisms and 1 Crucible Extension. As well as Perils of Production, Stings, and Bonus Draw. This actually looks like a really powerful combination. So the Expert Challenge that we're playing, of course, gives us a whole bunch of additional random cards to the starting deck. That's why it looks so crazy wild here. Plink is definitely, yeah, Plink is unfortunately not great. It's good in the first combat, and that's about it, sadly. Hey, Bottles SSBM, yes, we have We have successfully laddered with a couple of the relic swaps. There's a full list on the exclamation point ladders spreadsheet. Has a link to all the ladders we've attempted and how far each of them got, as well as links to VODs for the winning ones. There's still one more swap ladder yet to come. That's the Sneckoite ladder. Well, we'll be starting that pretty soon. And then the world is my oyster from there. Or something. But more relevantly, we're here now, trying to do this expert challenge. So, let's grab champ upgrade before relics. I'm not actually sure what the optimal order is here, and I feel like I've gone back and forth a few times, which makes me feel like there's good reasons to do both. Let's pick our hero first. Okay, we're offered the sweep variant or the incant variant that gives you 3 sting spells immediately. So this is also notably +3 draw on turn 2 if you go Thornlord. The deck does have a good number of spells in it. Oh, but we have a Wildwood Tome to apply quick, so we can have quick sweep if we go Strangler here. One of the challenges with the Strangler version of Wildenton is that because it applies Rooted to the units that it strikes, they are very difficult to keep alive, since any enemies they're attacking will stay there turn after turn. Whether they do high damage or have thorns or whatever, it's gonna be a lot of damage to Wildenton back in return, so you must have healing of significant variety, and you do get a lot more base health if you go Thornlord. That's the other thing. I believe Thornlord is the only Wildenton variant that gets any reasonable health progression. Let's take a look at that too. That's the Anvil, right? So yeah, at max, Thornlord has 100 health, Strangler has 70, and Predator only has 30. So if we follow Strangler up all the way, that's actually pretty good to apply quick to. Maybe we go Strangler to start. I really do want the sweep keyword. And I'm thinking maybe we go Strangler and then crosspath into Thornlord if we see it later. That could be a good way to do this. But I feel like because we have the quick tome, we're not going to want the quick variant of Wildenton. Friendly units do bonus damage per stack of spikes. Interesting. We do have one way to apply spikes. Or apply daze to enemy units when they enter the room below the pyre room. Ooh. Okay, here we go. So, what we do is we take Light's Gift. This applies daze to anything that hits the top floor. We set up Wildenton on the top floor. And that means that they'll end with quick. They'll get to strike enemies twice with sweep before anything can hit them back. That's got to be a reliable survival plan for quite a while. Surely, yes? Oh man. And we can combo that with either Refined Void for Lifesteal. I don't think that's going to help that much because of Quick and Dazed. Just +5 damage is very, very helpful to Wildenton right now, and in the long term, genuinely. Jackstrips could also help, doing a bunch of damage to lesser HP units, especially if we're planning on setting up on top. This will be -4 health to most things, and a good way to kill those annoying curse-adding enemies that we wouldn't otherwise get. Although in such fights, we'll probably just set up on the bottom. I'll take the Worn Grindstone. When it matters, I'll just set up lower. Usually the game tells you when you're fighting curse-adding enemies, and you can change your deployment accordingly. Happy to get the floor 1 unit draft here. I feel like I've missed that opportunity a lot. One of the big questions is, though, what kind of unit do we want to pair with Wildenton? Oh, right, we have a lot of bonus capacity, so we can get some beefy stuff in front of or behind Wildenton. Ooh. Possibilities are endless. Or something. Okay, draw -2 next turn, but +1 per turn for the rest of the battle sounds grand. We have bonus draw anyway, so we actually kind of counteract it. We'll draw 5 cards next turn, just like it was completely normal. And the Ember Drain from the top floor also counteracts the the bonus Ember we got, so despite all the shenanigans, we drew 5 cards and had 3 energy. Rules of Production, so I can significantly improve my odds of killing with Plink if I go Forever Consumed, then generate Ember with Perils of Protection, and then Plink, because there won't be the front Forge Disciple. And because I want 50 gold a lot, I think I'm going to take that play. It gives us 2 Ember Drain on the top, but we're probably fine up there. We got stuff. Stuff is happening. Good stuff. Got it. And again, we counteract actually both points of Ember Drain here. We still have 3 energy to spend. This deck seems very effective at the moment. Good. Makes sense, we got a bunch of random cards, and that's generally a good thing. Otherwise, Dead Branch would be bad, and that wouldn't make any sense at all. Hey, Memes, Myself, and I. There was some thunder and lightning going on yesterday, but nothing serious over here. Just noise. Let's see, we didn't take the spike damage thing. No, we did not. Hey! And that's why Plink is not very good. Oh, Plink. Oh, Plink, never change. Okay, we also have 5 damage shield on the front guy. Overpowered. Okay, there's not going to be a next turn, so I shouldn't worry about that. That's great strategy, Conscious Current. Adding modifiers, just picking ones that you enjoy playing with and using them in your normal play. It's a totally valid way to play both Monster Train and Slay the Spire. And it can be really, really enjoyable. I know players who have only ever done sealed draft starts for Slay the Spire, for example. And they've had a wonderful time doing that. Hollywood, thank you so much for the 13 months. Happy Canada Day. Do I want any of these cards? I don't feel like adding more cards at this point necessarily helps us. Unfortunately, I really don't feel like regen is a very good effect in Last Divinity. Unless you're playing with certain modifiers, maybe. There's a modifier that doubles all status effects, and that could make regen a really powerful strategy, but I don't think I want another Resto Dead either, not with the Light's Gift. And I certainly don't need another Sharpen, so we'll take money. Money is good. Prismal Dust is also pretty good. It's a great way to get some survivability in your deck. Especially if you have good energy generation. Which we kind of do. Also got Ember Drain generation. This could end up being a holdover Perils of Protection kind of situation. Yeah, let's grab another... No, we don't need lifesteal. Let's grab another X cost here. Ooh, an Overgorger. I gotta say, Overgorger is fun. Permanently increasing their damage every time they gorge, and you can use their essence to give permanent scaling to any unit, even a train steward. But we're not very good at generating morsels. In fact, the only way we do it is with Plink, which is going to become 0 morsel generation shortly, so I don't think I should take a gorge unit of any kind. The essences of each of these. These both add gorge. This adds a slay effect. Plus 3 damage on slay. I'm not exactly thrilled with any of these, quite frankly. What are our unit options coming up? What do I want? Like we're Awoken Umbra. Let's look at the units in the logbook here really quickly. Theoretically speaking, what am I looking for? Cards here. Unit. Umbra. Just the... So, bunch of gorge things. The Crucible, Collector, and Warden are not great for us. Alloyed Construct would be untakeable. Morsel Master is also mostly untakeable. Morsel Maker would be good, though, giving us automated morsel generation, perhaps feeding them to Wildenton. And other than that, we could get maybe a Morsel Maid or a Shadow Siege, but that's about it as far as Umbra units. Almost all of these are practically useless to us. So let's look at the Remnant, then. Or not Remnant. Awoken. Animus of Speed could strike from behind Wildenton. That could be pretty good. I think Animus of Will could also be a pretty reasonable backliner with some buffs. The Hollows are a bit awkward. And both Edge Prior and Wildwood Custodian are alright, but you can't get these out of banners. What about the rares? It's a weird one. Mind Mother? Mind Mother would actually be kind of decent, right? Summon, add 3 stings. Fascinating. Okay, so what does that tell me? I think that tells me I want to take a Shattered Shells for the Essence question mark. And we're going Merchant of Magic Awoken banner. I think that's what I've learned. Okay. Because I certainly don't want Umbra units. So I'm going to take Awoken units instead. Power Piercing. Would be good on Glimmer. Actually, that's really good on Glimmer. We could make a 30 magic power Plink with some shards. We do want to make this into a Divinity run. There's Holdover. Oh, that's right. And part of this challenge is that we can duplicate cards at shops. So something we should be thinking about is what card do we want to make a bazillion copies of? Might be doing 1 holdover Perils of Protection, but I'm not going to make a bazillion copies of that. Make a bunch of super strong glimmers. Could make more blinks. That is an option, I guess, technically. Technically, that's an option. Something for future thought. And it can also be that something amazing happens to us in the Concealed Caverns next floor, and that results in shenanigans, too. What about our Awoken unit? Okay, the Awoken Hollow. You know what? Maybe this is our chance to get an Awoken Hollow victory here. Although infusing Husk Hermit into Awoken Hollow is, not the Husk Hermit, Shattered Shell into Awoken Hollow is going to make a pretty sad unit overall. Oh, but not if I... Not if I make a ton of Glimmers. You know what? That just might work, and I've been wanting for a while to get an opportunity to Divine Stamp this card, so I think I have a plan, question mark. Am I infusing Shattered Shell into this? We have so much plus capacity. I can just probably play them both separately, actually, for now. I'm not going to infuse them yet. What I am going to do, I think, is make a 0-cost Piercing Glimmer. And start making copies of that card. That'll let us plink off annoying enemy units with armor or with damage shield. What is the holdover perils actually letting me do? Lets me play Void Binding. Otherwise I could just like pay for my cards normally. Also hold over Crucible extension. That's an interesting idea. Technically, that is that's not a card with consume on it. Something important to note. That is why it costs 2. Holdover Ensnare is also kind of interesting. Letting us just root an enemy each turn. Holdover Glimmer's gotten you through a lot, that I believe. I'm gonna make a Holdover Perils, I think. And this is gonna be a 0-cost Glimmer. Rather than making the Glimmer holdover, we're just gonna have a bunch of them. That's the play. Okay, and that's all I need. We'll have low shards going into our second battle here. These Glimmers are also gonna make it easy to pick off the collectors, hopefully. Take armor 10, because it ain't no thing. So you guys don't actually fit right now. Well, that's unfortunate for you, Awoken Hollow. I guess you'll go in the middle then. You can be beefy there or whatever. Do spikes? I think it'll matter that much. Currently only drawing 3 cards next turn. Let's not do that. Especially when one of them is the Sinner's Burden. Gynor, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Zizzy. Keeping him cozy. Alright, you're in front, Shattered Shell. And you're getting rooted, I guess. Really appreciate those gift subs to moderators, by the way, who donate their time and effort, if not necessarily their dollars, to help support the channel. It means a lot. Alright, so you're sticking around next turn anyway. But still a good target for stinging. We're not going to redraw these Sinner's Burdens ever, so there's no point to really playing them. On the bottom, I guess? Alright. And yeah, we'll play this up top. And again, part of what makes this setup so effective is that enemies on the top floor that survive the onslaught of our sweepers don't get to go to the pyre. They just stick around every turn because of the route applied by Wildenton. Okay, we're not going to be able to plink any of that, obviously. Let's just prep up top for the boss. Oh, I guess I could have actually gotten a kill on the front sweeper if I applied quick to Wildenton there. I didn't think about that. It's like, make the sweeper, you know, the one that I want to get the kills on quick, but that actually worked out the wrong way there. It'll work out the right way here, though, so let's give you more with Root Seeds to make sure that happens. More damage, shield, and rage also sounds great. So much burdens. And that Plink took off the damage shield last turn for a 120 damage hit this turn. Easy. Feels like we've gotten a pretty good random starting deck here for this challenge. Another Glimmer. Resto deck could actually Wildwood Sap is now pretty decent because that allows us to proc the Awoken Hollow over and over and over again. So the Controlled Chaos is the expert challenge that we're playing with. It adds 12 random cards to the starting deck, but lets us buy cards at shops. Actually, would it be possible to get a current challenge command of some variety? If either the mods have free time today. That would be super helpful. So the Cultivate keyword triggers, Rejuvenate triggers when healed, and then Cultivate is a keyword. We've got like stacked keywords here, which is really a little bit of a sin when it comes to card game design, I think, but that's okay. This increases the damage and health of the friendly unit on the same floor with the lowest health by the amount of Cultivate. So every time Awoken Hollow is healed, they give +2/+2 to the weakest unit on their floor. Not drawing through the whole deck in one combat is a little bit yikes, but fear not, we'll be getting bonus card draw and lots of it soon. And we were weighed down by curses a little bit. We'll also have longer fights coming up. And some removals. Getting these Train Stewards out is going to be one of our priority. Actually, removing all of the Plinks, actually, before the Train Stewards is, I think, more important. What's our Seraph? We're fighting Sap Seraph. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, the Awoken Hollow essentially allows healing instances to provide scaling, which is pretty good. One more Prismal Dust for the road. Yeah. Damage shield seems pretty helpful here. Okay, and there's the Thorn Hollow. Gain 60 max health, gain spikes 3 on Rejuvenate. I don't think this is the run for Thorn Hollow. I don't think I should try to start both Hollows at the same run. It seems like a poor choice. Remember, it is just plus 30 HP. I actually kind of like that for Awoken Hollow. Do I keep them separate? That is my question. The Shattered Shell and the Awoken Hollow. I'm not going to be able to deploy them both early on, am I? Sure, we have the bonus capacity, but that only... because we draw units with priority. We're not going to draw the Space Prisms before we draw the units that we need the Space Prisms for. This Animus of Will is also just like a really good backline attacker. Maybe what we do is take Animus of Will and infuse Shattered Shell into that. Actually, I quite like that. When's our next temple here? After Daedalus. I like that. Yeah, and that may then... So what we then have is Awoken Hollow, Animus of Will, Wildenton. Ideally all on the same floor. Although it's going to be genuinely hard to get them into play on the same floor. We'll have to figure that out. Do I want a dupe, or do I want an Umbra Banner and a Merchant of Magic? I think I prefer the dupe. And I know what we're going to be duping. We already created our dupe card. Yes, yes. Let's start duping. Let's also gain an artifact here. Steward cards get stronger? Already established they're going to stick around, right? I think we can actually get some genuine use from the advanced prototype. Emblem of the Exiles is a little bit of hit point scaling. Or we could heal ourselves from consume cards, and we have quite a few of those. That's actually a ton of fire healing, right? Probably take the refracting lenses then. That'll be very useful. Lets us use health as a resource at times. Not that we're going to need it. I think it's a good idea to go Caverns before dupe, generally speaking. Now, plus health is not healing. Unfortunately, I believe those are different. Bullhorn, Melting Remnant, or Stygian Guard Draft Pick. Get, like, gifts for a guard from Stygian. So this is a rare card. A rare card. That is not a unit. It's always a spell. So I don't think we want any of these. Also don't think you can get certain ones, like Intent on Death or Hallowed Halls. Definitely could get gifts for a guard. Siren Song is interesting. Deep Offering would be genuinely very good. So I might go for Deep Offering. One Horn's Tome is also kind of interesting. Let's look for Deep Offering here. No luck, but we do get offered gifts for a guard. Draw 3 spells, apply Consume, 20 magic power, and 0 cost. That is card draw. I like card draw. We don't mind the Consume either, it actually makes us heal with refracting lenses. Or, hold on, Ancient Synergy does 60 damage 3 times because our deck is huge. That's pretty good too. That is genuinely a ton of damage. Take that. I've played less with Ancient Synergy than with Gifts for a Guard. That's the logic for that pick. And we're duping... We're also duping spells, right? So it's gonna get bigger. Because I am making a Glimmer. It's only 5 shards to dupe this card, which is good, because I plan to make quite a few copies of it. So, Animus of Will coming up. We might actually get to play her too. Go forth, my children. Become Spiky. Oh, the bomb gets dazed by the Light's Gift? I actually forgot about that. And we do get enough capacity to put down Animus of Will. Perfect. Wait, but I don't have enough energy to do it. Dang it. Well, never mind. I guess that means she goes on the bottom with the Awoken Hollow? Yeah, that feels right. Although the Awoken Hollows are going to get murdered very quickly. I have 2 piercing glimmers. It'll be fine. Maybe. Also, who let Daedalus have 1 stack of spikes? That's rude. Also, totally failed to notice Animus Will was going to get completely murdered there. So, good job, me. These shard-enhanced sweeper ladies. They are spicy. Alright, well, Train Steward, you're the backup tank, I guess. So, get to it. Get to it. That boosted the Steward stats, because I guess it checks, it's checked after the heal. Guaranteed plonking? Although that does take from the Shattered Shell's kills there. But we can just feed it back to the Shattered Shell. Brilliant. Get some lifesteal. Since we've decided everybody gets spikes now. Regen here a little bit too late to save the Awoken Hollow from certain death. We could use Prismal Dust to keep Awoken Hollow alive, but I think we should just put the dust on the Shattered Shell and let our top floor carry everything for us. That sounds good. Here, become angrier. And more invincible. Please. Although I guess that is mostly just going to get eaten by these one-hit procs. The extinguish effect that everybody's got from Daedalus. Curses. You should be playing that on Wildington. Do I want to plink? We're already losing all of our damage shield. No, we're not. Not all of it. But we can get a lot of attack power out of killing these. Do this then. Get swept, fool! So in the random deck so far is mostly a lot of damage shield and some Ember Drain cards. Yeah, we can kill you by ensnaring you. Put that on you. The damage shield to Wildington, since it'll get wasted on the extinguish procs otherwise. Sweeping into enemies with multiple damage shield enemies will be multiple procs, unfortunately, of your damage shield going away from spikes. Bad times. Okay, we're not seeing our priority units again, so let's just put a trained Stewie down to soak a little bit of damage here. Two, buddy. But look how big we get our Shattered Shell. They're at 69 damage right now. Nice. Wait a minute. We lose? Oh, because you have 1 Thorns! Wait, what? That's not enough? Oh. I thought that would be enough. My damage shield. Looks like he kills the pyre too, unfortunately, so we actually, like, die. Oh. Well then. Guess we'll give that another go then. Not today, Awoken Tolo. That does admittedly make a little sense. We didn't get any upgraded units. I was kind of relying on the baseline power of the spells we had, but we never actually drew Ancient Synergy for that 380 or so. Oh well. Try it again. Do I want to pick my clan combo this time? Nope. We got Umbra... Or, sorry, Hellhorn plus Wormkin. Boy. The Hornbreaker Prince, huh? That's gonna be a challenge. Looks challenging. A random Bogfly. 2 copies of Vent, 2 copies of Proclamation. Extract 2 requiring 2 charged echoes. And a Battering Ram? Hmm. Hellhorn Wormkin, that's what we are. We have not won this combo with Divinity yet, so it's a good one to do. Savannah Maz, thank you so much for the 2 full years. Waffles get. Waffles definitely get. Alright, do I want to play with Light's Gift again? Yes, it's good. It helps keep Hornbreaker Prince alive, and he needs the help. How many consume cards do we start with? 1? 2? 3? 4. Not that many, but Trader's Quill is definitely something that gets really strong in general, and Wormkin especially have lots of cards that say consume. Plus 2 damage on Slay is not bad either. We've got stuff that does bonus damage per card in the consume pile, too. Interesting. Take a Trader's Quill. I feel like you kind of have to rely on spells a little bit more with this particular challenge because the random cards are predominantly spells. Reaper or Brawler? Brawler's best with good support. We don't really have... They need armor and they need stat scaling, neither of which we're in a position to provide, so we should just take the Reaper variant. Starts with good base damage, and if you can get a kill with him, he does more base damage. Does need a frontliner to sit behind. We'll see if we can get one. And does need a little bit of caretaking. Oh man, spikes. I think our spells are strong enough that I can just do that, but oh boy. Spikes are really tough for this champ. Yes, we have damage for consumed cards, the Trader's Quill. That is correct. Ucho. Correct. Boulder Helper is the ultimate support for the Hornbreaker Prince. With these guys coming in, I don't think I want to set up on the bottom. Let's set up on the top. Let's set up on the... Yeah, because we have Light's Gift. Yes, let's set up on the top. You take the Ember Drain, of course, but oh well. Reap 2 is 2 damage at the end of this turn, so let's hit you. And you can go in front? Question mark? You have no better units, right? I guess I have Imp in a box. Okay. Free collector? Yeah, we do have Imp in a box. Good. Toast. Oh, la, la. Extract 1, deal 5 damage twice. You have 2 echoes if it gets a slay. So strange. I am allowed to play that on my own unit. If I want. Interesting. Very interesting. Echoes up there. We'll apply some damage to them. And we can do that damage again if we apply echoes on this floor. So by playing the Fracture, cause 14 damage, and then another 14 by playing Torch, because we're applying echoes, which increases the damage from the Reap status effect. We just want to keep doing that. Unfortunately, no Battering Ram, but we're winning anyway, so what else? Okay. Solid first fight, but this is gonna fall apart really quickly if we cannot keep the Hornbreaker Prince alive. So what we need is some kind of unit or collection of spells that can create survivability. The Welder Helper is definitely the start of something like that. I think I am going to take an Infused Hornbreak. We do need more Echo Generation. That's a good spell besides. There's some Armor Generation. Well, not really. Also, 0 cost Infused Consume. Actually, this is great damage. This is instantly 2 damage to everything on the floor plus 30 to the front. For 0 energy, I think I'll take that. It does mean even more cards in the deck. But that's okay. I go on Wormkin, Merchant of Steel, or Hellhorn, Merchant of Magic. We're looking for a frontliner. What does the Wormkin offer in that regard? Logbook. Tell me of the units. From Wormkin. So there's the egg units, which I don't think we would want. The Carver and Keeper of Echoes. The First of Kin is too expensive. Kin Host Carapace. No, I think what we want are the tanky demons of the Hellhorn. We want something like the Rail Beater or the Steelworker. And we certainly wouldn't mind a Transcendent. We can definitely make some stuff happen there. So I think I'd rather go for a Hellhorn banner. Gotta be wary about not upgrading our units, though. That's what killed us against Daedalus in the last attempt. Was unupgraded units. Very stinky. Transcendent does cost 2. Yeah, it got a nerf relatively recently. Tragically. Yes, it did. It did go up in price. Consumer of Crowns? Oh dear. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. And yet, maybe it's what I'm taking anyway. Yeah, he doesn't have a stamp on him, so... You know... But it's not exactly like I can get a lot of imps in play. Also, you know... Although, wait, I could make imp in a box... intrinsic, right? Which would make him only 4 cost? Alright, I'll try it. I might lose this run because I'm trying this, but that sounds fun. It sounds really fun. And, you know, I have a card duplication service, so we could... 1 intrinsic imp in a box easily becomes 2 intrinsic imp in a box. On this challenge. So that's a thing. 4x or 8x minus 1. I'm just doing algebra. Let's see, we definitely want to sprinkle... We gotta pick something to dupe. That's the strat. I think we are gonna be duping intrinsic imp in a box. And then we're duping... Consumer of Crowns? Is that what's happening here? Hold on, hold on. That actually sounds really effective, right? Where's the first Merchant of Steel? We have to beat Talos first. Okay, so that's the current plan. Survive Talos. Does stack stone work with imp in a box? No. No. Stack stone, double stack only affects status effects, specifically. So it has to be a card that applies a numeric status effect of some kind, like regen, spikes, rage. I believe armor is also a status. Let's see. Okay, so what do I want to be cheap here? We definitely want to add consume to something. Probably one of the infused cards. Maybe not the Hornbreak, though. Am I going to pay for a reroll here? Don't think I am. Am I going to take the 100 gold here? No, because we need to be able to beat Talos. Vent. Yes, that's a much better target for this. We definitely want 20 magic power on a Vent. Definitely. Let's make this cheap. Okay, I could pay for a Purge, could pay for a reroll, could pay for a dupe, but I think we're good. I could just dupe Imp in a box already, but I think it's better to save the money for after it's intrinsic. Could be another dupe. Going to these two, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Okay. We go here. We just have to survive a couple of combats. How easy will that be? I'm not sure. But I'm excited. So the current problem is that Consumer Crowns is a priority unit, so we're guaranteed to see it on turn 1. Oops. Not what we wanted. Definitely not what we wanted. But that's okay. So this actually won't... 21. Oh, and you're doing a thing, too. I see. So I should Wormkin Spike up top. And Torch one up here. Or, Wormkin Spike on the bottom, Torch one up here. They'll all get dazed and they'll all die to the Reap next turn. Although, who's in front and who's behind? I think these go to the top and then these ones will be in the back. And that will overstack 1 unit too, which I think means the Conduit Infiltrator will go straight to the... Oh, no, we're killing one anyway, right? Yeah, we're good. All good, all good. We do take a little bit of fire damage here. Just 1 or 2 points. Actually, you do 3. But in this moment, we're extremely happy for the for the Light's Gift. We can just kill them all. Our Train Steward can get... Two? No need for that. Sweet. Damage ones, huh? I'd like to get the Hornbreaker Prince to kill one of these. So I think I'm just going to put the Steward in front, or do I hold out for the opportunity to put the Welder Helper? That'll be better. Okay. Feed that one to the Prince. You two on the bottom. We do a little bit of damage here. Mama Train, thank you so much for the Prime sub in the 7 months. A half year plus, there's the Welder Helper. Good. That should be strong enough to win. Especially with the help of those spells. But you can see where this would not work against our next boss, just like it didn't last time. Because 20 health is not going to beat Telos. Telos is 500 hit points or whatever. So I need some real help for this fight. Like armor. Thing Imp is kind of interesting. More imps in general sounds good with Consumer of Crowns here. We're still not going to be able to play Consumer of Crowns. That's what the Hellhorn banner is for. We get another unit that I can use. Hopefully that'll be enough. I'm not convinced that it will be, though. A little bit worried right now. Just a bit. I think we have enough AoE. I don't need a Molting Imp, even if it is infused. I'll take the Fortify here. And I will take another Echo Snare. These are really good. That's the better AoE card. So my current plan was to go Hellhorn Banner or Herzl's Horde, but I'm wondering now if we need the duplication service available at the Merchant of Magic to have a chance here. We could end up with double intrinsic Imp in a box from Divine Temple, if we're lucky. And that would let us play the Consumer of Crowns against Talos, and that would probably let us win. But... if there's not intrinsic here, what do we do? How do we win that fight? That is the current question. I can kill all the units in all the waves, but the boss will currently defeat Hornbreaker Prince, probably no matter what. Although if we get the Slay stacking high enough, maybe a good relic and a good unit would help. Just a Steelworker would be enough, I think. I think I'd have better odds with the Hellhorn unit than I will with the dupe. Reap does work on the boss, but it's not that much damage, is how I usually feel about Reap. Okay, Rail Beater, that'll work. Armor 30 and applies melee weakness, so good frontliner, and it'll stack, it'll amplify the damage output of Hornbreaker Prince. That's perfect. That should be enough. Good. Could also give Boons of the Blacksmith more pyre damage or conserve energy between turns, which sounds extremely useful, actually. Especially if our turn 1 is trending towards many imp or whatever. Speaking of, do we have the magic keyword? Yes! Yes! Yes, it's here. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. Chat, it's happening. Waited ages for this day. And what is the... Armor 30 is what the Rail Beater infusion is. So we might end up infusing Rail Beater into Consumer of Crowns before we start duplicating them. Oh yeah, we can actually put Spell Chain on the Imp in a box, right? That's actually just enough. We can now play Consumer of Crowns on turn 1 guaranteed if I do this. And I don't even have to dupe the Imp in a box anymore. That's amazing. That is amazing. Let's do it. Oh, but the imps cost energy too, right? Hold on. The answer is that we get the energy generating imp. I think that's the answer. 4 random imps, the chance that one of them is a Pyre Chomper or whatever is at least somewhat reasonable. And yes, the lots and lots of cards is because we got 12 additional random cards from our expert challenge, and we can make even more here. Stygian Guard, infused gifts for a guard. Supplies consume. Yeah, it's gotta be good. Just keep adding cards, forehead. Okay, once we get through Telos, it's gonna get really silly at the Merchant of Steel. Probably going to be taking plus capacity. Yeah, there's Consumer Crowns. Can we actually play it? That is the question. Oh, wait, that's Consume. Well, yes, we got a Pyre Chomper, though, so, but I should be playing that down here, not that it matters. Let's go. We got another one, too. Nice. You go here. This is the Daze one. Okay. And we're going to put that up top with the Hornbreaker, I guess. Thank you so much for that command, Krugzar. Many thanks. Alright, and we'll put the Rail Beater guy here. But there's Consumer Crowns in play successfully. Is it not glorious? Let's get some Reap stacked on the boss, but I'm not going to pay 1 for 10 when I've got energy being banked here. Keep that middle demon alive, so let's deal with the highest damage output units. Guess we make you stronger? I'm gonna apply a ton of Reap to the boss here, actually. It's a reasonable choice. 24 Reap is 24 damage per turn equal to the number of echoes. Actually, yeah, that's gotta be a great idea. Plus the 30 immediately. Am I allowed to do this? Yes. Good. So now we just build up echoes for the rest of the fight, and that'll do a lot of damage to Talos here. Example with Echo Snare. Got damage shield. Now you don't, because you're dead. Absorb that hit. And play this for the Echo up top. 200 damage, dang, dude. Can champ even scale behind the Consumer of Crowns? Well, yes, actually. He'll do it on this turn. If we play the vent. Because sometimes there's more than one enemy. The Consumer Crowns only hits one time. Add more damage to, Ooh, double armor. Oh, nice. It's actually quite good. Don't think I'm gonna play Proclamation. Oh, the Consume, though. Alright, well, now they're not scaling again. Curse you, Traitor's Quill. But that's okay, I think the Consumer Crowns is gonna be enough here. Alright, now as long as I don't touch anything, it's actually working. Hooray! But also notice how little health Talos actually has left because of that one Reap card that I played. In fact, they're just dead. Because they kill the Rail Beater, but after the Rail Beater is dead, they take 210 damage. 7 Echoes times 30 Reap is 210. Well, the Rail Beater almost gets him too. GG. Reap a very, very useful status effect against those double buffs and armor. Oh! Extract 5, though. Hold on. That's a lot. Extract 5? I'd like this card, and I want to get a stamp on it. But I don't have enough echoes to do that. Now, Unearthed Remains, Infused Consume gives more echoes, and it's a consume card. I think I'd be better off with one Unearthed Remains here, I think. What's being extracted? Extracting requires 1 echo on the floor per card that you... per extract, rather. So, extract 5 requires 5 echoes in order to play. And given that echoes only stack up to 4 at the end of the turn, this is pretty difficult to meet the condition of without a lot of card draw. And I'm probably taking plus capacity. I'm not gonna be honest. So, yeah. Definitely don't need more units at this point, though. Yeah, we're taking +1 capacity on each floor, because we're gonna have quite a few Consumer of Crowns. And I need to be able to play them all. And there's multi-strike. Perfect. He's going to be so beautiful. 100 times 2. And then we reroll into some other upgrades. Divine Temple offers Infusion, Spell Chain again, and -1 cost Purge. Seems a little absurd to purge, to pay 10 shards for a Purge, but at the same time, gotta get some cards out of this deck. It's so many. So many cards. What are your upgrades again? Oh yeah, Reaper 2? Sure. Spell Chain on something armor related could be pretty good. Upgrading any other units here? What about you, Rail Beater? Oh, I hope so too, Pen Pen. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. Yeah, I don't, whether we're hoping for quick or endless, I don't know. I'm actually just hoping for a health upgrade for consumer crowns, genuinely. Although I would take quick. Quick would be good. Rail Beater's getting infused. Okay. I wanted a hit point upgrade. Endless on the Armor Imp does seem good. Might as well, right? But I'm trying to think about the second upgrade on the Consumer of Crowns. We're going to start duping it, so I need to put one of these upgrades in. I guess we'll use the Echo Stone. And then we have scaling with our Echoes, too. That definitely requires the infusion then. Okay. Oh yeah, and I shouldn't have spent that money, but the other thing that I want to do is this. Sacrifice the Rail Beater to the Consumer of Crowns, giving it armor 30 to start. We want some big survivability on these boys. It is boys. Because I now have 2 of them. It did cost 15 shards per dupe. We're going to do that again as well. I don't think armor 15 is going to matter much. Question is, can we play them on turn 1 again? It is a little dependent on the outcome of Imp in a Box here. Although I see we drew the Welder Helper too. What you got? Okay, sweet. Just get Pyre Chomper every time. No problem. No problem. Alright, these guys scale up with each floor, so we want to put the Consumer of Crowns on the bottom here. Infinity Box! Oh yeah, and Trader's Quill, which I did in fact forget. So how does this work? Can't use the Welder Helpers to apply armor to Consumer of Crowns. Guess they'll just be in front with their own tanking. Also, Battering Ram, by the way. For how much damage? All of the damage. Okay, the other one will go on this floor next turn. I guess we'll just keep armoring that imp, or whatever. The big lads are here. Actually, that's... It's not a good use of my energy, huh? $280 damage. Perfect. More damage. Got him. Order? It's not gonna matter. This guy is super dead. GG. An entire 28 damage from Reap. Incredible. Bonk. Another imp. This one returns a random consumed spell. Got plenty of them. Not sure I want necessarily a random one. Tiresome Climb does not have a divine stamp. That's interesting. I definitely wouldn't mind a Descend. So that we could overstack ourselves a little bit. It is infused, too. Alright, I'll take one. Just keep adding many, many cards to the deck, right? Easy peasy. Do love Return Soul. Applies Consume to another card. Forgotten Trade gives us more energy. Yeah, it's just expensive, but that's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. And we can use something like Return Soul to get it back when we need it, too. Or Forgotten Trade to help pay for it. So both energy sources. Infused is not upgraded. No, Infused is this purple aura around a card, and an Infused card generates 1 echo for the floor that you play it on. Let's take this Forgotten Trade. Could be a lot of energy generated with the infusion. We're also offered a Divine Artifact. A bonus for 1 combat, if we want it. This is for the Fell combat? No, for Ring 5. 2 magic power. Every time we play Consume, enemies have -2 or friendlies have +10. We could also skip for 25 gold, and I think that's probably the actual best option here. All that sacrifice for what? For 25 gold, of course. Boons, Trinkets, Caverns, or a Merchant of Magic, Herzl's Hoard, Pyre Heal? Is the question before us. We can buy another duplication at the... Well, I can buy duplications at both of these. So I think I'm fine. Looking at the Merchant of Trinkets here. Getting bonus money and an event. Events are strong! So that event, I believe, occurs at certain thresholds, depending on how many pact shards you have. There's a couple events like that. And with the spell chain, though. Spell chain? Actually, you know what's pretty good with spell chain is Forgotten Trade. Actually, that's extremely good with Spell Chain, right? Although the shard cost is something we have to note. We're not invincible. We are not invincible. Ooh, more armor. Oh, improved firebox! Yep. Yep. Gain 7 Ember on the first turn of battle. That means we'll never miss the Consumer of Crowns. Glorious. Glorious. Now, are we invincible? No. No, we're not. We could die to stealth, still. But that's about it. We can die to stealth and overwhelming damage output from enemies. I would still like more capacity or something. Give me the hammer. Okay, trade resource for an artifact? Sure. Okay, Faulty Loader helps, applying Dazed and Melee Weakness 1 to the first wave of enemies, ensuring that we don't take too much early damage. Exactly, as Master Sister says, the Consumer of Crowns are surprisingly low health units, even with 30 armor. Although I think having 3 of them is going to help. Welcome. I'll pay for one remove. It's the worst card. Train Stewards? Train Stewards are the worst card. Getting the 5 armor artifact wasn't not the worst idea either. I want to infuse anything into the imp? No. It's not currently. Did I just dupe at a shop? I did, yes! That's part of the Controlled Chaos Challenge, is that merchants offer card duplication services. Oh boy, this is another thing that could potentially kill us. The Self-Made Harpy is a boss with a lot of damage output when you have 95 pack shards, let me tell you. Spooky times. Spooky times. So I think I'm gonna go double consumers on the bottom floor. And then consumer Hornbreaker Prince on the top floor. Put the imps in the middle. And we just want to build up some echoes. I mean, they're all dying, so this is ultimately fine. Dazed this to save 9 health? Let's do that. 9 armor, I guess. Spell Shield prevents me from killing this unit. And we can see here that these Consumers of Crowns are quite fragile when it comes to enemies that have this kind of damage output. That's why we have 3 of them. Spell shield actually quite bothersome. Torching our Endless Hit would be good, yeah? Yes. That I do agree. Big agree. Okay, I'm playing this. $108 damage. It's good stuff. Alright, let's put you down here. Oh, 6x7. Some spooky stuff. Wow, that didn't even keep it alive for a single hit cycle? There we go, okay. Yikes. Six by 7 is 42 damage, right? That's more than Seraph does in the normal game without shards. Times the amount of armor, huh? Oh, but I won't be able to... Won't be able to play. Let's just do this. A couple other reasonable options there. And then death. Okay, getting through Harpy with 95 shards is a good sign that we're in a strong place here. Armor's good, but is armor 20 enough? There's only really like 15 armor, and March of Shields is kind of similar, but the infusion on it's pretty good. March of Shields does give me the opportunity to reposition units. That could be good, especially if I'm doing tiresome climb stuff. Okay, I'll take a March of Shields. I think we want to limit how many cards we're adding from here. Theoretically, Soul Cripple is decent. Total Recall is definitely interesting. 3 random spell cards from the discard pile to your hand. And make them consume. I think I'm just gonna start not taking cards. So we're at 45 cards currently. That is too many cards. Let me tell you something. That's a lot of cards. Move to or dupe caverns and more money. Do we go for our 4th consumer? Currently we don't have room for 4th consumer of crowns, so probably not, right? I don't feel like relying on tiresome climb. I could dupe the welder helper and infuse one into the other. Although that would make it really difficult to keep it dying. You know? But I could just go in front at that point. It's if I take capacity again. If I take capacity again, we're not taking card draw, and that seems questionable. Also, it's a long time until our next Divine Temple. Tough choices. I could create room for another Consumer Crowns by not playing the Hornbreaker Prince. That's an interesting option. He's doing alright, though. He's got his thing. Mostly, I don't see any benefit from a Merchant of Steel, other than, I guess, purchasing removes. Can do that here, though, or here. Actually, we're probably going to go Merchants of Magic Caverns. And I like getting more caverns, which I think is ultimately what pulls me in this direction the most. Lots of interesting answers we can find here. Hellborn! You characterize yourself as honest, aggressive, or stealthy. A little bit late for that. You get one-time bonus of cash. Actually, wait. That's pretty good, right? 40x with the Unbroken Horn. That's a big cash infusion. Bonus damage per gold on the Pyre. Probably not going to use that. I don't think we're getting much use out of Petty Theft. So sure, I'm honest. Quite uncharacteristic of Hellborn, though by no means unwelcome. Perhaps these good intentions will carry us these dark times. Maybe. I could dupe that? What an interesting opportunity. Dupe the Gift of Gratitude. Although as an X-Cost card, it's not actually gonna be like 2 copies of it, you know? Paper Funnel's okay. Overall, not impressed. Not impressed. Trying to think of what late game Jackstrip's use has. I guess I can hit damage shields and such. But nothing's getting by enough for Vapor Funnel to ever do anything, right? That's not really our concern. I guess Mark of an Exile is a little more HP on Hornbreaker Prince, and that could matter. It might matter. Grab that one. So, what's the dupe, then? Forgotten Trade is a reasonable duplication. A 4th Consumer of Crowns is a reasonable duplication, too. Especially if I go for another capacity. It is plus 15 shards, which will make Fel a lot scarier. And Divinity a lot scarier, too. Instead, we might be better off duping one of our support spells, like March of Shields, or perhaps better yet, Reinforce. And that might actually be our answer. Start to duplicate this card. We can afford the 3 cost of it now with the Unbroken Horn and the improved Firebox. She wanted that on a different floor. Nice. So I think this time let's try... Let's try only 1 consumer on each floor. Or maybe 2 on the top floor? Something like this. Spit a lot! What do you call a demon who smiles way too much? The consumer of frowns. Boy up top, and I think it's the top one that we're going to be trying to overstack the armor on, mostly. more echoes that way and prevent a lot of damage. Actually, no, let's stack armor on you for now. Here, have some reap stacks, Fel. Not often that I get to deploy on all three floors against Fel here. Kind of cool. The Glads are up top. And you're gonna take some damage. Spell the consume pile. Any reason for me to do that? No. Okay, so which floor do we want to have a lot of echoes on? Top floor, because we have two consumers here. But I want to do bonus damage to Fel. So better to play the consume cards on this floor? Alright. Whatever. $150 damage to the front enemy unit. Don't mind if I do. Currently at 55 armor. Double it. Reap our own unit there. For the benefits. Real shame this guy is staying alive by 2. I'm not going to play my vent to get him dead, though. I have more important things to use this energy on. Wormkin Spike can play a lot of Reap. That's one thing we can do with it. It's definitely one option. Here, you have armor. All the armor. Prince Prince Welder Helper Consumer on floor 1. That does seem pretty alright. Gift of Gratitude gives me 680 gold, by the way. Hey there, Chrono. And that's enough damage that Fel will die to the top, so let's get the full 680. That's the price of honesty. No, Ezekiel, endless units do not get purged by Malika. So go forth and thrive. The Bonkening. We can't do that every fight. No, the Gift of Gratitude purges, so it's now removed from the deck. That was a one-time 600 gold bonus. Fractal causes units to die if they lose health. I don't think we want more cards. I think we want many less cards, and that's part of what we're going to do with all this cash, is buy some card removes to shrink the deck down a little bit. Lose the train stewards, maybe some of the torches. Question is, do I take plus capacity? I think the answer is yes. Although, if I have multiple endless units coming... We're really not going to draw very much if I don't take bonus draw. But that's true, Snakebird. Now that we have the... Now that we have the Unbroken Horn, those X-Cost cards are truly bad, because we don't want to spend tons of energy on no damage. That's true. You get one more Concealed Caverns? That could be additional capacity. I think I have to take the bonus card draw right now. We just have too many cards in the deck otherwise. As much as I would love one more capacity on each floor. And yeah, we do something like one Consumer of Crowns, Hornbreaker Prince, and the Endless Imp on one floor. We make a lot of copies of Reinforce, so we have one really tanky Consumer. And then the top ones are just to kill anything that leaks past, I guess. 5 Consumer spells. We don't choose them, right? I think it picks 5 at random, from what I recall. But I just want to make sure this doesn't choose. Because I could... Getting back Reinforces could be worth it. But the current problem with it is that it puts... It essentially replaces your next draw with a bunch of consume stuff. And if we have stuff that we're consuming that we don't want to get back, like the Wormkin Spike, the Consume Vent... We don't necessarily want Imp in a Box back. We don't necessarily want these Echo Snares back, or Bounding Echoes back. Could be detrimental. But it's better with the plus card draw. It is random cards. Alright, I'm gonna skip it. We're just gonna make more copies of the card that we want. I'm definitely going over this way. Let's get rid of those vents, both of them. Purge the heretics! Double stack. Double stack Wormkin Spike is kind of hilarious. I don't think it's good though. Sorry, I have how much money? Plus capacity. Come on. One time. Ooh, this could be plus capacity. An arcane machine lets us build our own card. Armor. Yes. Full descend or ascend. Oh, descend? Actually, in either case, we can overstack a floor. I think we want to descend, right? We're hoping to set up on the bottom? Or do we try setting up on top? Because we do have the Light's Gift. But there's sweep up top against divinities, so we might want to not do that. Yeah, I think let's go descend. Create an effect that increases capacity. Symbols that have something to do with space. Old magic. Apply armor 10, descend the unit, +1 capacity on this floor. Did you know we can make copies of this card now? Delay game number 10. It also does not purge, that's right. Although, you know, with 45 cards, it might as well. 20. Doesn't double stack the plus capacity, though. Can I also throw a holdover on it? I could. That is certainly one option. Yes, the capacity increases on the original floor, but I think we'll quickly end up playing them on the bottom floor. A lot of the time. Double stack is going to go on... maybe on March of Shields. But I don't want to double stack the old magic because I want these to cost 0, ideally. Permafrost. Permafrost is good in its own right. Permafrost is a good upgrade on the duplicated reinforce. I think we should also cheapify. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's make you -1 cost Permafrost. Ease. Alright, now for a couple of dupes. And a couple of removals. Now that those are a lot cheaper than dupes. Keep the rest of the cash. Definitely gonna go Unstable Vortex, Hellvent on the next floor too, for more dupes and more removals. And then spend the rest of our cash then. Plus 400 cash, speaking of. Mark of Invasion's an easy one, especially with the days on turn 1. These all have a nasty extinguish effect. But we could probably wipe them out with some AoE or just the Imp in a Box outright. Or that, not Imp in a Box. The thingy. It's a sad forgotten trait, unfortunately. Yeah, the last fight before Seraph is indeed always 400 gold on the challenge. That's correct. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's what I get for trying to read chat at the same time as as I'm playing. I was like, I can play him. He must be free. No, he's not free. Let's try that again. Whoops. Okay, let's do what I'm trying to do here. Okay, we've got a Molting Imp, that'll kill these. And it kills the Imp too, right? Yes. That's fine. It's only want 3 Imps anyway. So go. Prince. Imp. And Suma. Armor. Then take less pyre damage doing this. Okay. Wait, does that work? I didn't know you could do that! That's hilarious. Good stuff. Got him. Got him good. Alright, you actually need to die, sir. Better. Better. Doing some goes. No, can't. Good, I think. Get dunked by the pyre fool. Oh, that's right. And then we just keep putting them on the bottom floor. Right. And death do ensue from there. So we can play the Elder Helper here before we send this guy down. Now you have 60 armor. This is the tankiest boy. Although we want more armor on the front ones. Don't need him to take damage yet, so we'll just keep holding on for a second. This floor is getting very silly. I mean, another way to shuffle our armor around, or our positioning around, is a good idea, I think. March comes back later, but later is not now. Doesn't seem like it matters. We have a win already, but how much armor do we actually get on this guy? In the back here? 520. Okay, that's gonna work, I think. The big box. It's ultimately just so much damage, right? There's nothing they can do. The fools. A tiresome climb. Battering ram actually does seem pretty decent, but we have 2 of them, right? Yeah, I don't need a 3rd one. Okay, Broken Memory says return a consumed card, and that one you do get to choose. That I will take. Foolish stewards. Okay, what else do we not want? Definitely don't need all these fractures anymore. Well, this bogfly can go. Generally not able to play that. Quick. A quick welder helper. With spell with consume as played, gain an echo. That seems pretty reasonable for 240 gold. We're not at a Merchant of Magic, so we can't use extra upgrade slots on spells or anything. And this is Consume Seraph? Good. Good. First time each battle a card with Consume is played, add 2 copies to your hand. So that's just gonna make more spell chain Impida boxes, basically. That's a lot of imps. Do I want that many imps? That seems like too many imps. Although I'm gonna need extra imps against Divinity, probably. The backup imps. 360 for a dupe, 180 for a purge. We have one regular dupe, too. I'm thinking we want one more old magic, probably. Double every first card you play every turn. It's only once per combat. So it's only one card. Not once per turn. Duping a second March of Shields does feel very useful. So that we can put the front armor boy in front. Yeah, let's make one more of these. And I'm probably going to pay for one more duplication as well. This will go on either Reinforce or... I think it should just go on Reinforce. Our scaling is... we have many copies of Reinforce. Feels good to me. Intrinsic... any of this. Intrinsic the reinforces. What intrinsic gifts for a guard? That could be interesting. It's a pretty cool turn 1 card. Yeah. Okay. Good luck to us. May the consumers get there. This is a consumer-friendly stream. How dare you. Okay, so important that I don't just play the consumer crowns for 10 energy. Instead, please, me, play perfectly, forever. Okay, that's our first time totally whiffing on Ember Guy. That's okay, fortunately. Put some Reap on Seraph. I think I'm just going to bank the 2 energy here. There. Okay, 25 by 2. A lot of the enemies in the Zero fight do huge amounts of damage, which is going to make keeping our consumers alive a little challenge. Oh god, that doesn't even kill. Oh dear. Well, that's not good. It's not good at all. Fortunately, I do have 2 more, so it's fine if we lose 1. Again, just gonna bank the energy here. Might even actually be good to lose one of them, specifically. There's 2 old magics. Perfect. And our march is here, that's right. So I think that means we go Welder Helper first. 20 armor on this guy. Because once we descend, we're not going to be able to play you again. No being should have to live in this steel death trap. Wow. Harsh opinions of the Bone Shaker, huh? Not consumed because of Seraph's thing. Much bunkage. And we got double reinforce with another March of Shields. Perfect. Can play both. By both I mean everything. Go. Enjoy your newfound life. As a very strong man. Lots of armor. More. Not really worrying about the Hornbreaker Prince, but he's still getting tons of slate procs here. Good. Good for him. Alright, give me back, you know what, reinforce. More armor. Oh, and there's one more in the drop pile still? Wow. I like it. $856 armor. Although, notably, we did need 300 of it. Also, Battery Ram does 3,000 damage. Amazing. Bonk. GG, Seraph. GG. The mightiest of Clobberins. Alright, it's Divinity time. We've decided we're setting up on the bottom. Not something I do very often in this fight. I either set up on top or figure out a way to go middle somehow, usually. Bottom is a risky play, but it's a cool one. Got the Endless Welder Helper on turn 1. I like it. Double Molting Imps. Interesting. Yeah, we did get a Pyre Chomper this time. So we gotta be a little careful here. Because you can't let the imps die, or the consumer of crowns will go back up in price on future turns. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's do something like this. Armor yourself, child. And we're just gonna kill this one. You come in for free. Go in front. These back enemies are not dying. Actually, wait, let's see what this gets first. Ooh, we got a March of Shields immediately, huh? Interesting. I'm gonna use one of these. An early, it's only 40 armor, but 40 armor is a lot and helps ensure that we survive these opening waves with our frontliner here. Okay, I was thinking of looping that, but I guess I did what I did. Keep the energy. We have 3 imps to play our second consumer this turn. We're guaranteed to draw. I think we put it in front to keep these imps alive. I will torch the back imp this turn. You're doing a lot of damage. But I can snipe this enemy with powers of knowledge, so I will. Okay. What now? We get more armor. You die. Oh, I could have moved the imp to the front instead. That might have actually been better. Did not think of that line. I like that. Okay. Still no descend, so third consumer has to go on top for now. This is okay. You're dying? That's not okay. That is way too much damage. Spikes 3 will cause you to die. Good. It's 87, jeez. That. I think I'm just gonna bank the energy. Lose all the armor, huh? This guy survives quite a lot of health, too. So I need to play this. But I need to be able to afford the reinforces or we're gonna die. trust it. Slightly concerned right now. Oh boy. Not good. Not good at all. Very bad, in fact. Completely whiffing on the old magics hurt us a bit here. Now I'm not going to have any armor to double. This is truly problematic. Currently we're looking at threat of death from Discipled Inquisitor getting to the top floor. As I'm not able to do a lot of damage on this floor, I think we've lost this, chat. Damn it. It's quite frustrating. There's too many cards in the deck, ultimately. We knew that. We even duped the things we needed to get. But maybe we duped some of the wrong things, didn't remove enough. That is the risk with such a pile. Damn. Okay, we still have a couple outs. I think. Can't pay 3 for that. Too little, too late. They're just dead. Dang. GG. Don't think there was anything we could have done with this rotor. Just, really needed some generosity here. Dang. I was really hoping this would be the run where we got our Consumer of Crowns stamp. That's unfortunate. So I have yet to actually get a single divine... Again. Okay, this is the same combo as last time. Actually, wait, is it? Hold on. Counted differently or the same? No, those are different, right? Wait. Yeah, it's flipped. I just, for some reason, can't identify the The flipped version. There it is. Hellhorn... No Wormkin Hellhorn Divine Victories yet. Okay. Well done. Let us attempt. Okay, so our starting deck is lots... We got the Spine Chief. And lots of Infusion. Lots of Consumes here. It's one of, Ooh, yeah. Got Shelter Last Stand. Total Recalls. Okay, so we have Consume everything. And I think one of Spine Chief's modifiers interacts with Consume. Not any of these, though. Damn it. So, bonus attack per echo on friendly units, or gain an echo when we strike. Let's see, we're going to have not that many echoes. Oh, it's the Exiled Champ who's got all the etches. Wait, what's the third one, then? Oh, it's like the Reap version, right? Spire. Oh, when you gain echoes. That's right, that's right. This version does gain multi-strike. Or is this just bonus damage per echo to everything on the floor? Going Merchant of Steel? Like armor to units? We need something to buff with Spine Chief. That's kind of hard to do. And do we really want... Maybe it's a Wormkin banner that we really want to find a unit with the etch keyword. I'll take Corruptor. We'll see what we can do with it. Start of turn, add a random imp to your hand. That could be a hilarious... That could be a hilarious thing to buff with Spine Chief, actually. Let's try it. The Impsicle. Impsicle Queentail. Gain an energy, draw one every turn, whenever we play an imp. It's also Carving Koriska, which is awesome. Whenever a card with Extract is played, you gain an Echo and an Energy, although we didn't actually roll any Extract cards. And what about X-Cost cards getting +3? Guess the benefits are 3 copies of Vent, but only by 6 damage. I'll take that Queen's Tail, thank you. Alright, let's see how this goes. The idea is to buff the imps? Question mark? Not sure. Spikes are also going to be difficult. Or are they? I'll put you on the bottom? Sure. Very spicy. -27? Dear God. Get branded, sir. Yes, become powerful. can overstack echoes during your turn, and it's only at the end of turn that you reset your echo count. So that enables us to have lots of bonus damage during the Relentless phase of bosses if we can overstack, because that whole Relentless is all one turn. Definitely going to grab a Shelter here for more armor. For Echo, which we're going to get lots of. Ascend? Not taking another vent. Don't want a ritual. Let's try to keep the deck a little smaller this time, yeah? So spell upgrades available are Purge, -2 cost. Remove Consume, -1 cost. Etc. Yeah, Imps attacks will be in the hundreds. As long as we can keep the Imps alive, it's gonna be good. +1/+1 to friendly units whenever you gain echoes. Friendly units, plural. That's perfect, I think, right? And then we're going to take plus capacity. And we'll have a bunch of scaling imps or something. I guess that's only 3 units. And capacity's hard to come by, huh? Sweeping enemies will be scary. That's where the shelters come in. Although I wish one of those shelters was infused. I'm gonna try that unit. I'm hoping that that's gonna be good enough. Smiley face. Don't like trying to rage scale. Brocost Kinstone sounds good. Can't exceed your base capacity for that or something though, right? We're not gonna pay for a reroll here. We are gonna remove one though. Right away. Begin Shrinkifying. Instantly. Brocost Branding Right seems relatively reasonable too. Duplicated shops, and the second challenge tropius is that we started with 12 additional random cards in the deck. Which are super stinky. I take shards for a card remove. And how we talked about consistency being hard to get. I think so. I think so. But not the infused cards. Probably Last Stand? Although Last Stand could end up being really good. Alright, let's lose one of these torches. Hopefully that wasn't too many shards too early. We'll see. I'm hopeful that we're pretty strong right now. Oh, definitely Bio. No, all of the expert challenges are going to be a lot easier if you handpick your clans and / or if you reroll for a good start. Let's try these two together. No, you may not go directly to the top of the spire. Or place. It is forbidden. So I don't actually have any consumed synergy yet. Understood. Kind of wish that I did. So I should have put the stewards down on the bottom. They would have just died anyway. Only -1 cost, that's right. Buys me a turn. Could have done that a little better. Okay, all his rage wears off. That's good. Looks like we're fine. Gee. +5 per Echo is a pretty good infusion. Echo infusion's not bad either. Infused, extract 1, apply +10 HP for a bit of tankiness. 0 cost as well. Very breakable card in my experience. Your essence is only to yourself, right? Inspire +1/+1. Could make like Keeper infused Bogflies or something. But that's not a priority unit. No to any of these. Number 30 is okay. Slay Apply Rage could be an interesting effect to put on the Keeper of Echoes too, since we expect them to be stacked relatively heavily on a floor. Keeper infused Bogfly Egg, now that would be more viable. Right now I'm wondering about Branded Warrior infused Keeper. Just the Slay effect though, so we'd have to get Slays to benefit. Not sure that's going to be good enough. What's up next anyway? I'm going Merchant of Magic Wormkin banner again, probably. So we could look at one more infusion option. Let's do that. What about Branded Warrior infused Bogfly Egg? That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Let's look at the upgrade first. Permafrost. There's double Keeper of Echoes. 1 +10 +10. Kinhost Carapace. Kinhost is a weird one. Doesn't leave any room for imps, though. Could just go double Keeper of Echoes to have a beefier unit scaling. Fuse one into the other, or we could simply not take a card here. Though this is realistically our last chance to get something to infuse into our one Keeper of Echoes that we have. I guess a doubled Keeper is relatively acceptable. Give it a try. Hopefully it'll be good. any of these. Stinky rail spikes. Pretty bad event there, unfortunately. Do get offered Unbroken Horn again, or draw 10 on turn 1, which I really like to deal with this giant, enormous deck of cards. Turn 1 draw sounds awesome. I'll make at least one of these shelters free. Permafrost. Permafrost Return Soul could be interesting. Just passed up on Broken Horns, so we can safely upgrade those. I think Luggage costs us an imp on turn 1. Oof, if so. Yeah, it might, actually. That actually might be a thing. Let's see if we can beat Telos. So yes, we do not get an imp, we get the handful message instead. We are push Telos. That's actually fine. Please enjoy the reopening. So I'll play out the second one as well. Actually, no I won't. So I'm just gonna die. Uses a lifesteal stack on her. Better deal with a short enhanced archer somehow. That'll do it. Settle this. There we go. It's an actual tankiness. Just could have played one of those up top. Yeah, I could have. It's all good. All good. Excellent turn. At Ritual Battle Last Stand, I could play them both? Interesting. I don't think I want to do that. I was hoping to have a good shelter turn. Ziz! Do you ever spin around in an office chair? Does that make you dizzy vivification? No more cards to draw, what do you mean? Wait, that's illegal. Wait, you can't do that. Good. Uh-oh. How about 10 rage? Close enough. There we go. And that would have been a lot better if it was any other Talos and or correct unit was in front. There's the Transcend Imp. When replayed, repeat all summon effects triggered so far this battle. That's gotta be great here. A Symphony of the Soul potentially breaks the game alongside the Transcend Imp. But Transcend Imp has to be insane here, with our Imp-sicle giving us imps every turn and the ability to duplicate this unit, potentially. It's also got the endless infusion to it. I'd like to make it cheaper somehow. That's not the way to do it. Alright, I think Transcend Imp is the key to the future, so we can probably transition into doing that somehow. Certainly don't need a third Keeper of Echoes, although the idea is amusing to me. So, Merchant of Steel or remove 2 and a dupe. Feels like we kind of need to Merchant of Steel here. Oh yeah, and then I get to do fancy stuff next floor. Okay. Sad about losing this unstable vortex, but it is what it is. We are offered Endless. We're offered an Endless Transcend Imp, and I think I should take that. Seems good. Seems very, very good. More. Maybe the Strength +1 was actually pretty good there. Oh, actually it was. I should have thought about that a little harder. Yeah, Transcend Imp does cost 2 now, unfortunately, it is true. But that's okay. Big Lizard. I like on Keeper. Keeper is in part a wall here, so I like more HP. Archstone, no. Double Heartstone? Interesting option. I think I would like multi-strike on them or something. No, it's not multiplicative. The Transcend Imp won't add to its own scaling, so it's only going to duplicate each of the Impsicle cards, which currently is not a lot because we're not getting an Imp on turn 1. That does actually really hurt now. So this Transcend Imp maybe isn't as amazing as you might think at first glance. it's going to be kind of slow scaling. We don't want any of this, right? That's right, we already have way too many shards. This is risky. But I'm in. Multi-strikers plus... Yeah, so we draw the Transcendent on turn 1, but I'm not even going to play it here. So we're not actually using Transcendent initially. We're about to get some stinky curses added to the draw pile. But at least we have real imps now. Oh yeah, and I can do that twice. Infused Weight of Contrition. Piercing twice. Good. A random one. Okay. It's just gonna be 5 damage, right? Yeah. It's not a very exciting Transcendent, at least not yet. Comes in at 40... Oh yeah, because of the Spine Chief. 41, jeez. Yeah, but I want to get back. Spell-wise. Probably Shelter, right? Feels right. Armor. 2 more. 100 damage imp. Wow. It's pretty wild. Oh, you lived? Fool. Ooh. Hey, we seem to have survived the multi-strike. That's good. I was a little worried that would be a mistake. Oof. This goes behind now, so that it can contribute its damage. Without it being an issue. GG. GG. We get the Notice Stone. When a card with Consume is played, all cards gain bonus magic power for the rest of the battle. Gonna be honest, I've never benefited from this artifact before. Let's find out if this is the run where it actually does something. Ancient Resonance seems okay. 5 damage to enemy units per echo. Or we can just keep skipping, which is a pretty reasonable choice, too. We definitely need a way to deal with these tanky backliner stinkies. I guess that's what the vents are doing. Need to cast... yeah, probably. We need the improved firebox is what we need. Let's skip these. And do I take another infused branding ride for some survivability? Infusion's good on that. It's not quite enough survival for me, though. Number 15's... It's hard to do better than that, right? Eh. Alright, before I make any more choices on this run, I'm going to take a quick break. First break of the day, refill my legs, stretch my water. When I return, some more cozy Monster Train action. Don't go nowhere, everybody. I'll be right back. Alright. The returning has happened. So am I going remove 2 Merchant of Magic or Trinkets Herzl's Concealed Cover? It's attempting remove 2. Deck desperately needs card draw equivalent. But lots of artifacts. And that event could be anything, right? I'm such a sucker for these. It's probably better to go this way, right? Might be. How about next floor? Still looking for another Merchant of Steel, so I'm probably going to go Unstable Vortex Merchant of Steel next time? Yeah. Looking to get a multi-strike upgrade on the Uzuma What's It. Then I might do that again. Probably. Okay. I'll convince myself that this is an acceptable way to go. 3 upgrades. Or friendly units enter with Armor 5. Both pretty good. Armor 5 could make Endless Transcend difficult to keep alive. Or, not difficult to keep alive, difficult to keep dead. Excuse me. But maybe that's even a good thing. It's a bit of a late Capricious Reflection, but still could be very powerful. I'll grab the armor. What's in here? Ah! Surely we must take Ashes of the Fallen, causing summon abilities to be triggered an extra time. Bog Slime's powerful too, though. When a card with Consume is played, gain an Echo. Like, we have tons of that. That'll make Keeper of Echoes go insane with all the echo gaining they're doing. Heck, how do I choose? What do you have? It's 2 cost again, okay. Stitching Guard could be gifts for a guard, which would be pretty good. Don't want any of this. Yeah, these total recalls. I actually think that that Bog Slime is going to be better than Ashes of the Fallen here. And that feels crazy for me to say. Given that we proc off of Inspire, and that we have absolutely so very much Consume available to us, I think that's actually going to be absurd when it comes to boosting everybody on the top floor. Just gave everybody +6 damage on their Stealth Boys, no problem, right? Surely this will not destroy me utterly. Fortunately, that's what Vent is for. Starting to see what I mean? Doing more important things. That's right, we're getting bonus spell power? My god. They're all dead. No stealthy boys allowed. Where are they? Ah. Wait a minute. Do I just die to that? Oh dear. That man is big. This will draw me a card. Hold on. That helps a lot, actually. Currently the problem is that the imp is dying. If we can make the imp not die, this will be fine. Six plus 17 is 23. Yes, we can. Perfect. Okay, that that was really close. From like, oh, we're about to die, to taking 0 damage. All because this imp lives on 1 hit point. Seems fine. Well, I guess we could say that the Scorched Steel was quite relevant. Good Lord. I like that. Oh, Imp in the Back might have been the right play too, actually. Very solidly deduced. Oh no, Brendan Wright does 17 damage! Oh, okay. Huh. I see. Very well. Well, let's use that to swap out our Imp, I guess. Imp in the Back. That's the the notice stone doing things I didn't want it to do. Although I gotta say, these torches doing 15 is pretty cool. Yeah. For me. GG. Turn a consumed spell to the top of the draw pile. It's also infused and consumed, so like, I'm gonna take it. March of Shields again. Also like Imp in a Box, actually. We need more Imp generation so that our Transcend Imp can do better stuff. So I'll definitely take an Imp in a Box. That could be something that we start duplicating, actually. I don't need Endless again. Give it bonus damage. We're looking for multi-strike here. There it is. Good. Very good. I think it's Train Stewards that come out first. Gotta be. We need more space for the imps we're going to be generating. Main function of the imp is to supply top floor attackers. It's true. It's true. Go ahead and dupe Imp in a Box regular style. Regular style. Not taking the shards. We'll have to purchase some kind of upgrade here, though. Yeah, I should take the money now, then. Purchase no upgrades. Alright. Gotta get to that 100 after all. Sin of Failure. Is this the one that spawns Curse Men? I don't think so. Bitrate suffering? Question mark. Yes, bitrate is suffering from an unknown cause at the moment. Apologies, nothing I can do about it in this moment. But yes, that's on my end. What are we trying to put into the... anything that dies, really, right? It dies on this floor. Let's don't die on that floor, then. Alright, it begins. Let's start stacking Reap on Arcus. I think that's a pretty reasonable idea. Actually, we need to kill this guy, so let's buff you. That guy has a lot of health. Perfect. Two imps. Or two infused imps. Imp in back. I've learned. Spell. Wow. Let Keeper of Echoes go. Miasma Plasma, what's a Wormkin's favorite defect card? Charged Echo Form. Give me back specifically that shelter, actually. Sounds grand. Oh no, I'm getting crushed, am I? Uh-oh. Why is this happening lately? Awkward. Deeply awkward. Oops. That to myself. Actually, what? Nice. Imps for days. Transcend Imp. You're back. There's no room for you. Truly a sad day. Question is, do we add more capacity or more card draw from here? GG. Ooh, Wormkin Spike's actually pretty spicy here. It's another Consume Infused card. And we're making lots of echoes, so the reap damage will be fairly enormous. I'm gonna pick that up. Don't want a One Horn's Tome or a Reinforce. Do you think I want more card draw? Although more imps is very powerful. More backline attackers will be huge damage. Actually, no, we should take more capacity. Double capacity for double imps! I could go Merchant of Magic, but I think remove 2 is hella important. Since I didn't take plus card draw, we need to remove stuff. Yeah, apologies for the crunchy graphics, that is again on my end. Nothing I can do about it at the moment. Vents are actually pretty okay. Or the torches, excuse me. But the fractures aren't. Comparatively. We get strike +1? Yes! I really want this, because it means every time Spine Chief attacks, that we will gain... we'll activate our... Although, +20 per is kind of enormous, right? But the thing is, by striking, he'll increase the amount of echoes on the floor. Especially during relentless combats. Plus we'll be constantly activating Inspire. I'm gonna take Infector. Cross path here. No upgrades I care for. We can buy Purge and Duplication services. We can also buy Spell Chain or Intrinsic. Intrinsic. Imp in a box intrinsic? Yeah. Make one of these intrinsic. That way we can activate our Queen's Tale on turn 1, guaranteed. What are we duplicating? I'm never duplicating a Wormkin spike, right? That seems insane. Get rid of one of those for now. Let's see how we're doing. Spikes 5. Shouldn't be a big problem. I want him in front. No. Two. Actually, take that. Actually, no. Give me the Impetus box back next turn. This is actually just good echo generation. Means I can do this. Excellent turn 1. Too much blurring and buffering to follow. Well, my options are end stream or don't end stream. Oh, we're at 0? I understand. Yeah. Bloody hell. More consume? Well, let's kill you. Awfully close. Well, either way, I'm going to finish up this run, because I want to get this challenge done. Oh my. The madness. 167 damage. The vent, actually. This is also consumed, so I can play it up here. More keywords. My hope is that I'm going to be at a new place sometime in the next 6 months. And hopefully with that comes better internet, but who knows. Practically not something I can guarantee. It's like nothing. Whatever. Almost done now. Oh, I see. Once we've gone through the deck one time, there's very few cards remaining in it. I understand. All these imps die in one hit. Bonk. Ah, you have 13 energy. Huzzah. GG. So that each time the hero unit strikes, everybody gets bonus damage. Another infused broken memories? That I will take. Definitely. Sacrifice Imp. It's the time for Tiresome Climb? I don't think so. Sacrificing the Endless Transcend Imp is actually okay. And this is attuned too. Yeah, let's grab that. Once we're in the second cycle, it'll be good. Now with more pixels instead of less. Just as desired. Holdover. Holdover Return Soul does some fun stuff. Trinket Merchant. Units cost -2. Ooh, that's a big deal, actually. With the imps especially. All imps are cheaper? Hell yeah. Not doing either of this. And Collection of Tales is vaguely okay. One more echoes are added to a floor. Apply Reap 1 to a random enemy unit twice. That could also add up to quite a bit of damage, although it doesn't do much against Divinity. We might be better off with another duplication. So, what are we duping? I could dupe Keeper of Echoes. It's kind of an interesting idea. Oh, Transcendent is free now, too? So we should dupe Transcendent, then. And that definitely means we want to hold over Impressive, probably. Sounds right. I need any more dupes? I don't think so. I think it's just time to purge down. Branding right might actually be a removal now, even though we upgraded it earlier. I'll keep it because it's 0 cost. I want the last stand because of Transcendent. Torches can go. Alright, hopefully this is more consistency than we had last time. I can take 10 shards for nothing. Hey, Grease Piglet, the Prismatic Shard Ladder is no longer active. That did perish. So it has died. Alright, serif time. With my 600 kilobits per second, perfect. In front for now. Hey, Byronian. Howdy, howdy. More anger. Well, there's the Transcendent. Good. Could have confused him before I did that. Foolish. That's good. More stuff. Beautiful. I want Transcendent to die. Wow, this guy's just got murdered. I got Swap Clad. Boss Swap Ironclad, right? That sounds fun. Oh! Oh my. Here, have 104 Reap. So you now take 108 times the number of echoes on each floor at the end of each turn. I dare you to come up top, Seraph. Yes! Ooh! Wait, I'm not getting any echoes out of this turn. Oh, I'm done generating echoes entirely. Well, unfortunate. Why did this get consumed? Oh, I'll just do this. That's a lot of damage. 2,000 reap damage? Seems pretty good. Yeah, it seems pretty good. I should have killed the imp first. I could have double imped this turn. It's all good. I think we're back to win. So it's fine. Some more reaps, 92. Take 1,414 damage at the end of the turn. Good luck to you. Okay. Alright, do I want to deal with sweep up top? That is the question. If I don't, I should set up on the bottom. Setting up at the bottom seems fine, actually, because that's where I'm going to want to play all the consuming cards anyway. So let's set up on bottom. Oh, I'm supposed to do that first. Okay, turn 1 Pyre Jumper is definitely good. Spell. So unfortunately the Divinity purges Reap from itself. Whenever it takes damage from Reap. But shall not stop us. Just gonna not play that Total Recall for the moment. D4 armor. Even if that keeps... Good, okay. Perfect. Imp must die. Double perfect. Oh my, super double perfect. Gonna be so much armor and so much energy. So this Wormkin Spike is gonna wreck face. Go, my tanky child. Rage. That's actually enough rage to be worth doubling, I think. Now these Transcendiums aren't gonna die anymore. Oh well. $700 reap damage that turn to Divinity. Pretty alright. Yeah. No, they're not dying. Fools. Random spell cards. If this takes my my holdover thingy, that is fine. That's fine. And on top of the draw pile, please place. Honestly, input a box. Would this game of Roguebook be a better choice for somebody who loves Spire? Ooh, tough call. I think Roguebook's a little bit more comfortable and friendly if you're familiar with Spire, but at the moment I do feel like Monster Train has the higher replayability cap to it, and more overall polish and development time put into it. But that's only true for now, and that might change. Have some rage. That's spell power, though. Yeah. You lived? You weren't supposed to live. Die. More imps. Only imps. Keeper's 453 by 2. This does 41 twice with piercing. It's pretty absurd. GG. GG, Divinity. What the consume pile looks like with all the imps in it, I'm guessing it looks really blurry. That's my guess. Let's have a quick peek on my end. Got 4 molting imps, 3 pyre chompers, not as many imps as you'd expect. Actually. It's less than half imps. The Divinity is less than half alive. GG. You got this, Transcendent. The 1 imp kill. GG, everybody. GG. Okay, so we finally get our first Expert Challenge Divine victory there. As well as a couple more important entries in the logbook. I'll take it. I will most certainly take it. GG, everybody. 1 out of 25 expert challenges, Divine Mastered. Let's see, how are we looking bitrate wise here? It has been, oh god, it's it's really bad. We're doing fine, but now we're not. I think it's bad enough that I'm going to take the stream down here, because I don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon. I might be back tonight if the internet works. Otherwise, our next scheduled stream will be on Sunday. 2 days hence. Apologies to end like this, folks. I don't like to have my stream taken down by internet issues, but I don't have any control over this, and I don't have any ability to fix it at the moment either, so I'm just gonna stop. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and those of you who just stuck with it through the last of that Monster Train run, I really appreciate it.